when you push the boundaries of the strange universe. Inside the universe, or is the universe inside God? What if God is greater than the universe, but the universe is still a part of him? These questions dwell in the deepest corners of the human mind, philosophy, and faith. And at the intersection of these questions, Panentheism appears. Today, we will shed a different light on the question, what is God? It is neither a view confined to the classical molds of theism, nor the complete reduction of the universe to pantheism. Panentheism, a fascinating approach that asserts God is both transcendent and immanent in the universe. If you are ready, let's embark on an intellectual journey towards the heart of the universe, the essence of existence, and the boundaries of the concept of God. The foundations of the concept. What is panentheism? The word panentheism comes from the Greek words pan, everything, en, in, and theos, God. Literally, it means, everything is within God. But note, this does not mean everything is God. This is where the fundamental difference with pantheism begins. According to panentheism, the universe is a part of God, but God is not confined to the universe. In other words, God transcends the universe but is also immanent within it. God is both immanent, within, and transcendent beyond. Panentheism and other conceptions of God. To better understand panentheism, it is quite helpful to compare it with other conceptions of God. Theism. God is the creator of the universe but is independent of it. God intervenes externally in the universe. Deism. God creates the universe but does not intervene afterward. The analogy of a clockmaker is used here. God creates a clock and lets it run on its own. Pantheism. God and the universe are completely identical. God equals universe. Atheism. The belief in the non-existence of God. Agnosticism. The belief that the existence of God is unknowable. Panentheism, however, asserts that God is within the universe but is not limited to it. God envelopes the universe but also transcends it. Historical panentheistic thoughts. Panentheistic thought dates back to ancient times. Though the term itself was not used, many philosophers and mystics have expressed ideas closely related to panentheism. Plotinus, 3rd century AD, a philosopher who spoke of a universe overflowing from God. He believed that God is both transcendent and immanent. Meister Eckhart, a significant figure in Christian mysticism who argued that God exists in all things but is also more than them. Spinoza. Although often identified as a pantheist, some scholars find traces of panentheism in his philosophy. Alfred North Whitehead and Charles Hartshorne, modern process philosophy representatives who systematized panentheism. Additionally, in certain schools of Hindu philosophy, especially in Vedanta, ideas similar to panentheism can be found. The philosophical significance of panentheism. Panentheism views the concept of God as dynamic, living, and interacting with the universe. According to this view, God can connect with everything in the universe, is sensitive to changes and can even be affected by them. Human prayers, intentions, and actions may relate to God. In this sense, panentheism aims to establish a more harmonious relationship between science and spirituality. It does not reject the functioning of the universe as a system. Instead, it posits that God exists within and alongside the system. Moreover, panentheistic thought has influenced areas such as environmental philosophy and ecological ethics. Since the universe is viewed as a part of God, harming the environment is equated with harming God. Panentheism and religion. Is panentheism just a philosophical view? Not at all. Elements of panentheistic thought can also be found in various religious traditions. In Christianity, especially within Orthodox mysticism, there is the understanding that God exists within the universe but also transcends it. In Islam, particularly in Sufism, similar panentheistic ideas exist. Ibn Arabi's concept of wadat al-wujud, the unity of existence, in Islamic mysticism suggests that God both pervades everything and transcends it. In Hinduism, especially in Advaita Vedanta, Brahman, the absolute reality, is both within everything and beyond it. However, panentheism leans more towards universal and philosophical thought rather than dogma. In this way, it can serve as a bridge to unite different beliefs on a common ground. Criticisms and questions. Though panentheism is an attractive thought system, it is not immune to criticism. Is it contradictory to think of God both within and beyond the universe? If God is affected by the universe, does this diminish his absolute power? If God changes, does this contradict his eternal and unchanging nature? These questions remain subjects of debate. However, panentheism is compelling because it brings God closer to life, moving him away from being an abstract force. This has made it an appealing view for many thinkers and believers. What does panentheism tell us? Panentheism suggests that God can be both very distant and very close. He is in the stars, atoms, nature, humans, and yet he transcends them all. Perhaps this is why panentheism appeals to both the mind and the heart. It builds an understanding of life that does not dismiss God, belittle the universe, but sanctifies existence itself. Through this video we have opened a window to a new way of thinking. Maybe a question has arisen in your mind. And sometimes, a question is more valuable than 1,000 answers. If you like the video, please don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and leave a comment to support us. Your support is incredibly valuable for the continuation of this type of content. Let's think together, let's explore together.